Hello YouTube, Stephen here. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 advanced English verbs to help take your English to a C1 or a C2 level. Then I'm going to share with you an original story which contains all of the advanced verbs from this video. And finally, there is a quiz to test what you have learnt. Let's begin. Number 1 is flutter, and this means to fly or hover unsteadily by flapping the wings lightly. We often use it with insects. For example, the butterflies fluttered around the flower. However, we can also use the verb flutter when inanimate objects, so things which aren't alive, are being moved gently by the wind. For example, the notes fluttered in the breeze. Number 2 is graze. Graze is a verb which is used with animals when they are eating grass or other vegetation in the same place. For example, the sheep grazed in the field. The horses grazed in the meadow. However, if you want to make the verb graze a transitive verb and give it an object, it becomes the phrasal verb to graze on. For example, the sheep grazed on the grass. This means they were actually eating the grass. Number 3 is the verb to strum, and this is used with instruments, string instruments such as a guitar, and it is when you move your fingers slowly across the strings to play the instrument. For example, he strummed the guitar while his friends sang. If you listen to the song Fernando by ABBA, you will hear this line. You were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. Next is the verb race, which means to run somewhere very quickly. For example, he raced into the ocean. The herd raced through the water. Number 5 is style, and when style is used as a verb, it means to do a person's hair in a particular way. For example, the hairdresser styled her hair to perfection. Next is browse. Now, if you browse in a shop, you are looking at the things in a relaxed and often slow way. When you browse, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to buy something. She spent the morning browsing in a clothes shop. Number 7 is twirl. Twirl is used when a person or an object turns around in a smooth and fast movement. Smiling, she twirled beneath the hot sun. Shopping bag in hand, she twirled happily. Next is scroll. When scroll is used as a noun, it is an old or often ancient rolled up piece of paper. However, when scroll is used as a verb, it is to look for information slowly on a tablet or a phone. For example, she scrolled through the news on her phone. Next is to yawn. Yawn is to open your mouth widely to let in more air, often when you are tired, just like this. Oh. And in most countries, it is good manners to put your hand over your mouth when you yawn. For example, she yawned and went to bed. And number 10 is to type. To type is when you use a keyboard or a typewriter to write something. For example, she typed out a story on her computer. Now I'm going to show you a story which contains these 10 advanced English verbs. One summer morning, I woke up and yawned. I was still sleepy. I scrolled through the news on my phone for a while and then got up. Next, I ventured outside. In the meadow, sheep were grazing peacefully and butterflies fluttered all around. Beneath a tree, a young man strummed his guitar, whilst a girl twirled beside him. Just then, I heard a commotion, so I raced to see what was happening. I arrived at the village and realised it was market day. Once there, I browsed in the music shop and visited the hair salon, where my sister worked. I spotted her styling a woman's hair. Later, I arrived back home and sat down in front of my computer. I turned it on and began to type this story. I'm going to include this story along with the 10 advanced English verbs in a PDF ebook, so check out the link in the description box below. Now I'm going to test your knowledge on these 10 advanced English verbs. The horses in the field. The horses grazed in the field. She loudly and went to bed. She yawned loudly and went to bed. Jim spent ages on his phone. Jim spent ages scrolling on his phone. Lisa, Laura's hair. Lisa styled Laura's hair. I, without buying anything. I browsed without buying anything. The flag in the wind. The flag fluttered in the wind. I, a story on my computer. I typed a story in my computer. Smiling, she in her living room. Smiling, she twirled in her living room. Mark, a sad tune on his guitar. Mark strummed a sad tune on his guitar. The children downstairs on Christmas Day. The children raced downstairs on Christmas Day. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. If you did, please give the video a like. And if you know someone who would enjoy this video, please share it with them on social media. That would really help my channel to grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.